In the news tonight, Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi meets with his German counterpart in Berlin to discuss de-escalation between Israel and Iran and calls for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. The Israeli strikes on Gaza have killed 140 Palestinians and injured 560 others. And nearly 210,000 students will sit for the first exam of the 2025 General Secondary Education Certificate tomorrow amid strict security and administrative measures. Good evening. Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi began a working visit to Berlin, where he met with German Foreign Minister Johann David Wadephul for high-level talks on regional developments and bilateral ties. During the meeting, talks focused on ending the dangerous escalation between Israel and Iran and on achieving a lasting ceasefire in Gaza through coordinated international efforts. Safadi and Wadephul discussed strengthening the friendship between Jordan and Germany and enhancing cooperation both bilaterally and under the EU Strategic Partnership Framework. Safadi expressed appreciation for Germany's continued support for refugees, especially in Jordan, through both the UN and direct aid. He warned that war only fuels further chaos in the region and stressed that strikes on nuclear facilities represents a violation of international law. Wadephul praised Jordan's humanitarian efforts in Gaza, noting Germany's support for Jordan's aid missions and its commitment to the two-state solution as the only path to peace.
It is for certain that our top priority is to stop the escalation between Israel and Iran. The war will not achieve the needed security and peace for anyone, and it will only push for more dangerous escalations for the entire region and the whole world. We refuse the Israeli aggression on Iran, which was a clear violation of international law and a dangerous escalation at a time when there were negotiations between Iran and the United States to reach a solution to the Iranian nuclear file.
Over to Gaza, where Israeli strikes have killed more than 140 Palestinians and injured 560 others in the past 24 hours. According to Gaza Health Ministry, many casualties remain under the rubble and on roadways, with rescue and ambulance teams unable to reach them due to the ongoing bombardment. The UNRWA warned that Gaza's health sector is in critical condition due to the relentless Israeli war on the Strip and said that 45% of essential supplies have already run out. UNRWA added that within 6 weeks, another 25% of remaining supplies are expected to deplete, while stocks of vital medications and blood units are on the verge of running out under mounting pressure. The total death toll from the war since October of 2023 has now reached nearly 55,640, with over 129,880 wounded. The Jordanian campaign in Gaza distributed thousands of loaves of bread to displaced families in Al-Mawasi Khan Yunis as part of the ongoing humanitarian efforts to meet basic needs in southern Gaza. In cooperation with the Jordan Hashemite Charity Organization, the operation targeted shelters and temporary housing areas that host families displaced from central and eastern Khan Yunis. Local field teams carried out the distributions in coordination with community reception points, ensuring that the bread reached the most affected families. This initiative is part of a series of relief efforts by the Jordanian campaign and the Hashemite Charity Organization in the areas of food, water and healthcare as the situation in Gaza continues to worsen. Back here at home, the Ministry of Education has finalized all preparations for the 2025 General Secondary Education Certificate exam, set to begin tomorrow and run through July 10th. Director of Tests and Examination Department Muhammad Shahade said nearly 210,000 students will sit for the test this year, which is the highest number recorded in the exam's history in Jordan. To maintain integrity, the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission announced a temporary suspension of messaging applications during exam hours across all test locations from June 19th to July 10th. The Commission clarified that due to telecom coverage, some nearby areas might also experience temporary blocks, but these are short-lived and will be lifted once the exams are done. Iran's Supreme Leader Khamenei has rejected Trump's call for surrender, warning of severe consequences if the U.S. intervenes. Trump hinted at joining Israeli attacks, prompting Iran to warn that it would strike back if directly targeted by the U.S. Amid escalating violence, Iran restricted media coverage while Israeli civilians took shelter, fearing Iranian retaliation. That was the news. Thank you for watching. Good night.